Despite the best efforts of amateur and professional archaeologists, the ancient world has kept many of its secrets. Let's take a look at the greatest unsolved mysteries of the ancient period. Number 6. Cleopatra's tomb. Cleopatra VII was a popular ancient ruler of Egypt, known for her relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. After their defeat at the Battle of Actium, she committed suicide in 30 BC. However, the location of her tomb, where she was supposed to be buried with Antony, is still a mystery. Some researchers think it might have been in her capital city, Alexandria, which was once an important cultural center, but it might have been lost due to a tsunami in 365 AD. Others believe it could be somewhere in the Nile Delta, possibly in a temple dedicated to the gods Isis and Osiris, who were associated with Cleopatra and Antony respectively. Apart from Cleopatra's tomb, there are also legendary lost burial sites of Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan. Number 5. Paracas Candelabra. In Peru, there's a big drawing called the Paracas Candelabra, found near the Nazca Lines and overlooking Pisco Bay. It's about 600 feet tall and is on a hillside. People have found old pottery there dating back to 200 BC, but no one really knows how old the candelabra itself is or why it was made. Some think it might have been used as a guide for sailors, while others believe it could be a representation of a god's trident, but the true purpose remains a mystery. Number 4. Nazca Lines. Around 2,000 years ago, a group of people who lived before the Incas made huge drawings on the dry ground in Peru. These drawings are called the Nazca Lines. They were not known by many people until airplanes started flying over the area in the 1930s. There are more than 1,000 designs found so far. Most of them are long, straight lines, some as long as 30 miles, and different shapes like trapezoids and spirals. Some show animals and plants like a spider, hummingbird, monkey, whale, two-headed snake, dog, and a figure called the astronaut. In 2022, researchers discovered 168 new geoglyphs, but they still don't know why they were made. Some people think they might be connected to water rituals, but there are other ideas too. Number 3. Guanabara Bay. In 1982, a shipwreck explorer named Robert Marks claimed he found twin-handled Roman vases called amphoras in Brazil's Guanabara Bay. He believed this discovery proved that the Romans were the first Europeans in Brazil, coming over 1,000 years before the Portuguese. However, he couldn't investigate the site because the Brazilian government accused him of stealing and stopped all underwater exploration. Marks said the Brazilian Navy covered the amphoras with sediment to hide the truth. As a result, there is still a lot of uncertainty about whether the Romans were really in Brazil. Number 2. Plain of Jars. In northern Laos, there are thousands of large stone jars covered in lichen, some as tall as 10 feet and weighing a lot. They were made during the Iron Age and are found scattered on the mountains. According to legend, giants once used these jars as wine glasses. However, most archaeologists think they were actually used as containers for holding the ashes of the dead. We don't know much about the people who made them or how they moved such heavy jars into position. Recent research suggests that some of these stone jars date back to at least 1240 BC, making them much older than the human remains. The area where these jars are found is dangerous because there are still unexploded bombs from a big US bombing campaign during the Vietnam War. This makes it unsafe for researchers to study the jars properly. Number 1. Thonis Heracleion. Thonis Heracleion was an important city in ancient Egypt located near the Mediterranean Sea. It was a busy place for trade before Alexandria was founded. According to mythologies, famous figures like Heracles and Helen of Troy visited the city. Unfortunately, around 2,300 years ago, the city's center collapsed and sank underwater due to natural disasters like earthquakes, tsunamis, or floods. For many centuries, the city remained lost until marine archaeologists found it in the early 2000s. They discovered many valuable artifacts, such as statues, animal coffins, old temples, pottery pieces, jewelry, coins, and even 2 400-year-old fruit baskets. This discovery brought back the city's story, which is sometimes compared to the mythical city of Atlantis. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell to stay updated. See you soon.